Hey guys, this is Jen Cunnings and welcome to my YouTube channel. Today I want to talk a little bit, just a little, about self-sabotage. I notice the places in my life where I bring in this energy of self-sabotage and I might hold myself back, or I might choose to not step into something that could be a catalyst for change for me. It's self-sabotage comes in when we are growing and we're expanding, and the self-sabotage creates retreat and smallness and safety. So it's a survival mechanism that we have in place to try to kind of keep things status quo, because change and growth can be scary, and what our ego and our mind does is try to keep us safe. So I wanted to not go into depths in terms of the conversation about this, but bring in some energy via light language, which is just a transmission of energy to help us resolve some of the core drives that we have to stay safe, to sabotage ourselves so that we are resistant to change. We're resistant to relationships, money, more opportunities in our lives. Self-sabotage comes in the form of protection. So it's kind of doing its job, right? And its job is to keep us safe. But in that place of safety, there's very little change. And I just want to offer up some energy to support us in resolving some of the, I would call them chains or cords that kind of pull us back down. You know, say for instance, we begin to change and we begin to grow and we begin to, feel happier and maybe have more loving relationships, or, we make a lot of money or whatever that is. We feel more connected, and then it's like this shutdown happens. There's like a threshold that we meet. It's that proverbial glass ceiling that we create ourselves. And so for whatever reason that you create that, or that I create that, let's see if we can just kind of clear the layers of energy that create the mechanism of self-sabotage that kind of hold us back. Okay, so if you haven't experienced any light language before, it's essentially just energy coming through via words. And as an energy healer, I've been working with energy for 20 plus years, mostly through our body and hands. And most recently it's come through in these sounds. So there's no translation. You just receive this, and it goes past your cognitive, conscientious, thinking mind, and it moves straight into your body. So we're creating the intention, and I'm connecting with you, whether you're watching this right away or 3 years from now, to begin to just soften those safety mechanisms and how they show up in sabotaging ourselves. Okay, so just be open to receive. And we're just going to bring this through. And I feel a lot of energy in the heart space around this, just by the way, which leads me to the impression that, sometimes if we show up too big, or we go through so much change, we'll be alone. People will leave us. So like there's this inherent fear that we hold in our hearts that might prevent us from moving forward because of, we're afraid people will leave us. We're afraid that love will be withheld. So that's kind of the energy I'm feeling around this. And I just wanted to share that so you could be aware of some of the fears that might be in place for you that create that self-sabotage. So, okay, here we go. Ise shoro ki mere ana ora kosiri e shara kosoro yama ashara kesoro ina ara kosoro yama. Yashanne e sara shama ashara kisi ira kosoro yasha amma oyane ira kisi. Shama asara kosoro koshe me ere ki ira soshoro koshe mere iki oro asama. And the energy that I'm kind of feeling into is just where we've really been conditioned to conform. You know, we conform to the expectations of others and our parents so that we can seek the approval, we can seek the love. You know, we're not busting through and just kind of, it's where we've held ourselves back from being ourselves because being ourselves didn't get us some of the love and attention that we needed. So we're just kind of breaking out of jail here. And I just hear the words, I am free to be me, and I love being me. Ishene esera kostoria me isheri kinoroa ma sani isheri kesoroa ashano oroko. Ashama esera koshoria ni ido kostoroya ma anno o oshoro. And I know that I am loved just the way I am. I love you just the way you are. And any wounds that you're holding in your heart because your heart was broken, because you didn't get loved just the way you are. We're just sending some nice healing light to those places in your heart that have been wounded. Eshemo o soshane esereka oshorieto oro soroama. Yene eresa ashorokosi. Shama asoroko shiriat osoroa. Mashane esherekesi irokosoro oso sheme ene ese. Anna asharako soria na asako soroa shama ashani ito. It's like sending this loving comfort back to your past, to when you were a child, to when you were a teenager perhaps, when you began to not believe in yourself and then you began to judge yourself. Shono oso shame ere esoro koshine ere kisi ere osoro ama ashane eshere kete soro kosoroma ashane ere kese. And even just letting go of some layers of protection, some layers of the protection that came up as a result of those wounds or any fears of being yourself. Yame eshere esoro koshe me ene esara asho kosoria ni ido kosoroama. Yame eshero koso osoria kara soro ashama ayani. Yana arako amashana ere sasha osa koshine ere kisiria ma asono oshoroko. And I just hear, remember that your heart is already whole. So even though we might feel we have those broken hearts, like within the very core essence of who we are whole, we are complete, we are love, and that exists within you. So let's just take a breath into that space where we already exist in wholeness, in oneness, and in love. And expand that throughout your body. So I hope this is helpful, and if you notice yourself choosing something that would be self-sabotaging, perhaps just connect into that place within you that exists without fear or without any pain or wounds, and just remember that you are love just the way you are and as you are. So again, I'm Jen Cunnings. I think I forgot to introduce myself. I do that. You can reach me at my website at jencunnings.com, and I'll be showing up weekly with some light language to assist you on your journey. Take care.